guys. Monday's live. I'm gonna give everybody about a minute to join and then we'll get going. Today is the solar eclipse in North America. Do you guys know that? I don't know how many people are joining from North America and how many are from other parts of the world. But in any event, I do plan to watch it if it's sunny enough. Right now it's a little dark. And me and my group, we are having actually, because it's also new moon today. So once a month, every new moon, we have a meditation. And we have a group energy projection. The new moon is associated with planting seeds. And as you're planting seeds in the cycle of the new moon, happening today with the solar eclipse, the energy is amplified. So we created a really special meditation for tonight. A lot of us are fasting. I'm generally on coffee and juice. I tried to do a black fast one time. It didn't work out so well for me. I was dizzy all day. But, I'm just on coffee and juice and water. If you can avoid eating meats or other products during the new moon meditation, that would be great. Don't eat any animal products. Just go vegan if you can't not eat at all. But, I think tonight is going to mark the end of whatever we've done so far and a new beginning. In many cultures, an eclipse does this anyways. It's like a reset of energy. Just remember, if you're watching the eclipse, if you're looking at it, it only amplifies the energy that you're giving off. Okay, so if you cannot look at it without judgment, without thinking that, oh, it's CERN, they're projecting something in there, all the conspiracy theories you hear online, it's fake, it's this and that, just remember that energy around you of fear and doubt and not feeling safe in the world will only amplify. So if you know you can't get out of that state of mind, and just stay in the house, do your meditation, let it pass you by, don't think about it and don't do anything, because it's much, much better for you to do that than to amplify the energy of fear and doubt. I hope that makes sense. And then tonight, whoever's in my group, guys, don't forget 8 p.m. the meditation on the new moon. Tonight is going to be the most powerful one of the year because of the eclipse and because of the alignment of everything that's going on. So make sure you do it properly. If you can't join at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please do it before bed, and don't talk to anybody after you do our group meditation. The group meditation is available for my group in our Facebook group. Yeah, the eclipse, it's powerful. Okay, remember, Paulina, do not hold one negative thought in your mind today if possible. Everybody, do not hold negative. Do not think of people you don't like. If the thought pops in your mind, just wish them well immediately. Oh, health and wellness to them and their family. Immediately say that out loud so that can multiply for you. Will I be live during meditation? No. With meditation, we do in our own time, but we do it at 8 p.m. And I have it guided for my group. It's like a 5-minute thing. I posted it on Facebook, but I want to do it in my own space and connecting with the energy. So I don't want to have to perform for it. So let's see if I missed anything. If not, I'm going to start diving right into the material. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm glad you're feeling a difference. If you are feeling a difference today with the eclipse, it means you're feeling the power, and it's even more important for you to tune into this positive thoughts and energy. Since I started the challenge, I have insane dreams. What could that mean? It means the challenge is working. By the way, guys, I just put out a 100 question questionnaire. The questionnaire is on 4 pages. Once you start answering each question, it will probably become like 25 pages. Give yourself 1 week to do it. It's in my bio. And this questionnaire has to do with all the 5 areas that we have in the 60-day challenge. It has to do with money, career, relationships, body, and your life. And it's 20 questions in each of those areas for a total of 100 questions that will really help you unpack your limiting beliefs. I found if you haven't done the 60-day challenge, do the questionnaire first, unpack and dump in there all these answers that many of them will shock you. when you do this questionnaire, because you think, oh, I really know myself. You know what? I bet you there'll be some answers that you'll get back to me. You'll be like, Mona, I just realized this. I didn't know this about myself. I'll keep it on, it's nominal, like $20. I'll keep it on sale until the end of the month, just so everybody who's done my challenge can take advantage, and then we'll put it at the same price as the challenge. I think, these questionnaires, and especially because it's developed around the 60-day challenge, this type of stuff, it's equivalent to like at least 1 hour of coaching, at least, except you're going to have to interpret your own answers, but things will come out of that you'll be like, oh, I understand that, and now I can go to my therapist or coach or whoever I'm talking to and discuss this that came out of my mind. That's all I'm going to say about it. Take advantage of it. You'll really get to know yourself a lot more. The biggest gift we can give to ourselves is really understanding the way our mind works, understanding why our lives are the way it is. Why is my life the way it is? It's the way it is because of all these programs I have in my mind, and some of them are good and some of them are not good, but the majority of them just are fighting for their existence, and they just want to keep you in status quo, because every energetic system wants to stay in status quo. Okay, the eclipse is powerful. Will I be live? I answered that. Do you experience a ton of resistance before a breakthrough? You experience resistance before a breakthrough, but it's not necessarily that the breakthrough will come because you experience the resistance. So look, guys, I am very, very honest when I answer here. I don't just want to motivate. Obviously, I want to motivate, but I want to give you sincere answers. If you are experiencing a ton of resistance, what you have to do is two things. One, remind your subconscious, I'm in the delay, and I will do every work that is necessary to reach my goal. Okay, so I'm not giving up on my goal. No matter what, I'm not giving up on my goal. But I'm also, number two, I'm also going to dive in and see where this resistance is coming from. So this resistance is not like some negative devil-like forces that are fighting against you being a millionaire or against you being in the relationship of your dreams. This resistance is created by your energy system fighting for its survival. Okay, the ego doesn't go quietly, Alex. It won't go quietly. So the resistance, yes, you have to expect a certain level of resistance, but that resistance might be there permanently if you don't actually take steps to unpack your mind. So one story that has happened in our group, because yes, resistance, comes in all forms, and it's always there before a manifestation. One queen in our group, she lost her job and she got termination package that was quite significant. And what happened to her is she also applied for employment insurance, but employment insurance said, we're not going to give you anything because you got this termination package. So if you run through it, then yes, you will get something. Otherwise, no. So, she's asking me, what should I do? Should I let go? What should I do with this? And I said to her, just focus on doing your 60-day challenge. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry, count that money, but don't worry about the how it's going to come to you. It might come to you through other sources. You already told the universe you want that money and you need that money. Do not tell the universe I want that money because I'm unemployed. Meanwhile, she's starting a new job. She has her termination package. And after 2 months of doing the challenge, she's, I don't know, on day 50 or something out of the 60 days, she got a letter in the mail. We're going to have her testimonial. I don't know if she's on this live, but she's got a letter in the mail that the employment insurance office changed their mind and are actually going to back pay her. So imagine that she got her termination package. She didn't go through that yet. She also got a new job, and now the employment insurance is also going to back pay her. So I just think, like, guys, yes, you will have resistance. Okay, but if you have resistance as in, this is the how, I guess I'm not getting the employment insurance. No, if I'm counting on $5,000 to come from the employment insurance, that money will come anyways. I'm not going to tell the universe how. It could come by somebody give it to me. It could come by people changing their minds and their hearts to be for me. Like in this case, it happens from the office. It could come via scratching a lottery ticket. Focus on the ultimate goal. Okay, when you hear a no, it's fine. The money's still coming. When you hear a no in terms of from, rejection from a man or a woman, don't worry, your spouse is still coming. Your happily married life is still coming. That is the seed. That is the seed. Do not plant a specific seed. I want 5,000 from the employment insurance office. No, this money is still coming to me. I already asked for it. I asked for it and it's coming. So, of course, the energetic support our group provides is incredible. The people who are here from my group can attest to this. Our group has a challenge of, for the month of April, $100,000 in unexpected money. It's combined for everybody. So I love everybody sending me stories of all the extra money they manifested. If you're in my group and you haven't sent me a story yet, so it's been our first week. We already manifested $63,000. And again, that's money, not from your salary or money you're counting on from selling your products or consulting or whatever you're doing. It's money that you weren't counting on to manifest with the group energy. So far, we are at 63,000. By the end of the month, we have to be at 100,000. Pretty much a lot of people manifested small amounts. We had a large amount as well that was gained in the stock market unexpectedly from a king in our group, actually. So congratulations to everybody who manifested extra money. And don't worry if you just manifested. Like, I have stories, people like, oh, I just manifested $40 or $12. It doesn't matter. It's unexpected. You set the intention for unexpected. And as you tune yourself to larger amounts by, you know, all this money manifestation techniques you're doing, you will be able to manifest larger amounts. Don't worry about it, but just have the intention to contribute to our group goal of $100,000. It's not a lot of money, guys. We have like 200 people in this group, so it's not a lot of money. 100,000. Start thinking it's not a lot of money. Let me just go back a little bit, because I like to stop and see when I have really bad dreams, do I really want to write it out? Can I just skip it? Your really bad dreams, if you're doing this challenge, will pinpoint to you stuff that is stuck in your mind. You don't have to write it out as long as you take the time to understand it. Because what happens when you're doing this work, whether you're answering questions I just put out the questionnaire last night, so that's not what you're doing, or just having this energy of, yes, I am abundant, you're doing the affirmations in the 60-day challenge, your subconscious will be like, this is why you're not. And this is what's happened with your bad dreams. Like, if you're just trying to forget them in the morning, you're really not doing any work to go forward. That's all. You can do whatever you want, but you're not doing any work to go forward. You need to understand why you're dreaming what you're dreaming. Do you also set an intention when fasting? Yeah. So I see you're part of our group. The intention that we have set intentions for every new moon. It's different, right? Like, we've done money. Today we have something. Go through the group meditation. It's a 5-minute thing, and do it tonight, and you'll see the intention. The intention for tonight, because it's the eclipse, is to increase in our power to manifest. Will you be looking at the sun without glasses? No. Why would I do that? The dreams have been intense. Okay, I want to restart the challenge, but I'll be away from home for 3 days before the 60-day mark. So, yeah, just restart the challenge when you can commit to working on it every single day, because you don't want to skip, okay? Like, what you're doing when you're doing the 60-day challenge, other than riding the wave of our energetic group, what you're doing is you really are training your brain to have a consistent line of thought. And you don't want to go back and forth on it, skip 2 days, skip 3 days. So do it when you know you can commit. This is also tests your commitment to yourself. Let's see. Ego does not want to go ever. You need to balance it. So I've done a video on the ego actually in the weekends, and I told you, okay, the ego can actually never be removed. So what ego is we are all part of this matrix of consciousness, and each of us is an individuated piece of this consciousness. And the way this piece of consciousness is individuated from the rest is via our ego. If we didn't have an ego, we would just all be the same, like the consciousness would be undivided, okay? But we need this ego to have this human experience. So it's not that the ego is bad, is that what happens, you are taking feedback that comes from the ego and you identify with the ego. This is the problem with the ego. It's not that you have to completely erase having an ego. It's that you can't think that the feedback it gives you is accurate. It's not an accurate representation of what is happening around you because it's put through the prism. So what you're understanding about an event that happens in the world or here in your immediate 3D is very different than what I may understand observing the same event. Because every event you observe, you cannot be neutral about it. It's all running through the interpretation of your prism. And that's through the interpretation of your culture, the way you grew up, the values that you have, the judgments that you have about certain people. It's all passing through that. And then your ego gives back a feedback to you about what happened. What just happened right now? This is what happened. But it could be a completely different meaning as to what happened than what you think happened. Do you understand? So when you're thinking of working with the ego, the most important thing you got to understand is you can't always trust the ego. In the majority of cases, you can't trust it at all. Because if you do, it's going to harbor mostly negative things inside of you. Okay, very few of us have had wonderful childhoods where nobody rejected us and everybody loved us and we got excellent marks and life was easy for us. Very few people had lives like that. Okay? And if you didn't have a life like that, then your ego is already interpreting everything through your fears and your doubts and your self-image. And so when you think, oh, this guy rejected me, and you internalize that rejection inside your ego, you're never going to be good for anything. You're not that pretty. You don't compare to the Instagram girls that he has on Instagram. You don't, that's your ego's interpretation of events. What could have happened is something completely different. Maybe he looked at you and be like, I can't afford to date a woman like her. I can't, she's just too good. I'm just looking to sleep around for now. I don't want to bother her with this because she obviously seems like a wonderful human being. That's very possible. That's what happened in his mind when he ghosted you. But you're interpreting it through the prism of your ego as something completely different. Do you guys understand the difference? And don't forget, you are the will and the spirit, and you are never the ego. Your ego needs to be questioned. Like it's a third person that you're questioning. You're like, but are you right? But is it, what else could this be? What else could this be? What if it's not this? What if I haven't been rejected? What if I can't reach this guy because, he passed away unexpectedly? What if, it could be like a million other things than what you're thinking about. I told my mom that I was born again. She said she didn't feel a thing. Okay, joke of the day. The ego should not be removed, just balanced and harmonized on higher frequencies. Yeah, you can't remove it anyway. Don't worry about it. You're not gonna lose it. The group is amazing. Thank you so much. I want to see. Ego comes from epigenetic overlay. Yeah. It controls the genetic system and it helps us to be in survival mode. Okay, so the whole work that we're doing here is about changing that, right? You're not going to be able to put yourself into a different epigenetic environment necessarily, right? If you want to be rich, it's not like you can all of a sudden start driving a Lamborghini and feel rich. So you have to do that all in your mind first without actually changing it. But yeah, it's all epigenetics. Most of the gurus want to remove the ego. It's a fatal mistake. There's no eclipse. It's something else artificial. Okay, Marius, do not look, do not contemplate on this today. The power of the eclipse is very strong, and whatever thoughts and fears and doubts you have, we feel powerless because governments are in control and they can do whatever they want to the atmosphere and to us. All of that will be amplified. I feel like I can now identify my limiting beliefs pretty quickly, but I'm struggling to release them. That's where the work is. And that work is incremental. You're not going to release them by saying, oh, I am, so let's say your limiting beliefs is I am unwanted by others. And then you write the opposite. I am wanted 100 times. I know that's what they tell you to do, but the work is a lot deeper than that. Do the questionnaire in my bio. You'll find out that you don't know as much as you think you know. Missed Saturday Live. Can you talk about riding the wave of someone else's manifestation? Yeah. I noted that to read it out and do it. You teaching me that I am the will and the spirit has helped me so much. Yeah, and the will and the spirit is very different. Very, very different than being the ego. Because the will and the spirit, first of all, it operates on a higher frequency, but it tells you you're not powerless to this environment that's been generated around you. And to the person that you have constructed yourself to be in the last whatever years you've been on your life. My link is in my bio, so when you go to my profile, it's up there. You just click on it. Let's see what we talked about: the new moon and the eclipse and meditation. Again, my group is doing a new moon meditation tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That meditation I have created and it's posted on the Facebook group. Manifestation challenge, guys, please, if you're in my group, we're manifesting 100,000 until the end of April. We have 63,000 so far. I'm expecting more this week. Please put your stories there so I can track it on the board. The 60-day challenge that we're doing is also in my bio, and please do the 100 questionnaire. That's in my bio as well, because it will help you a lot in the 60-day challenge. Send me success stories for the group. We get at least one major success story per week. It's all posted in the group. And now I want to talk about what this queen, oh, link is not in my bio? Okay, website is, standoutstore/mona.khad. Why would the link not be in my bio? That's strange. I also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's where I post all these lives after. Let me see. I will definitely look at it why it's not in the bio. That's very strange. I want to read a testimonial. Not a testimonial, but I don't know. I did save it. Okay, so I've done a video that I said it was about planting the seeds, and what I told you guys is do not walk away after you plant the seeds into the formless substance, because what happens when you give an instruction and you focus on it and you're in the delay, you already planted that seed in the formless substance. Like if you're clear enough, if your intention was pure enough, etc. So if you planted that seed and now you kind of give up on it because it didn't happen in a month, in 3 weeks, in whatever time it was, what happens is somebody can just walk past that in the formless substance with their consciousness and just pick it up. Okay, this is how people run into lucky circumstances that you know for a fact they didn't create for themselves. So the seed is yours only while you're keeping your focus on it. If you remove your focus from it, and I'm not talking for 5 minutes, but if in your heart you give the instruction, forget this is not working, I'm giving up, or I don't want this anymore. Sometimes you plant a seed, maybe it's about somebody and you just don't want it anymore, and just leave the seed there. Somebody else will pick it up eventually, right? Because it's still connected to the matrix, and you know, you just go ahead and pick it up. So this queen left a message here and she said, a thought came to mind. What if I cultivate the idea of someone having planted the exact seed I want to collect, and they dropped it, and I'm the lucky person that will collect for them? Would this fast forward the ideal of my manifestation, in your opinion? Okay, so let me rephrase. Somebody planted a seed. Let's say it's the seed of having a happy marriage. She says, a thought came in my mind. Thank you. A thought came in my mind. What if I cultivate this idea that the seed of being in a happy marriage with this partner that I want has already been planted there by somebody else? And what if I just walk and collect it? Okay. Would this fast forward the idea of manifestation? What a great question. And what I responded to her is yes, but you won't just pick up that part if you do. There's a destiny transfer element as well. And I said, I am going to discuss now. So what happens is, first of all, you should never pick up somebody else's seed with the intention of stealing from them. If you do that, okay, it's not that you can't do that. Unfortunately, yes, we can do that. I'm not going to talk about how. But if you go into that intention, I don't believe it will be in the end beneficial for you for different energetic reasons that my content won't go into. So don't do that intentionally. Don't be like, okay, I know there is hundreds of thousands of people with a focus seed of making $1 million, and I'm going to go in there and pick up one of those seeds when they're not looking. Don't have that intention. Just have this intention of the field already contains matching seeds to my desire. Okay, it contains them. And some of the people who planted those seeds have walked away from them. Some of the people who planted those seeds, maybe they're no longer in this life. Some of those people, some of those desires, their physical life was not long enough for them to collect on their desire, right? So all the seeds remain there, right? It's not like older people don't have wishes and desires. They plant also, right? It's just that they ran out of physical time. So you wanna pick up some seeds that if they were planted by somebody else, if they were specifically yours, please understand they exist. They must. Okay, because all our wishes are very similar to one another. What do we wish for in life? We wish to be healthy. We wish to, if something hurts in your body, you wish that that body part was perfect. Somebody else wished that before you. We wish to be married or have a loving spouse. We wish to have a beautiful home. We wish to earn a lot of money. We wish to earn a certain amount of money. All of that has been planted. It's been planted in, the formless substance already. And as you walk by it without the intention of stealing it from somebody, you are going to say, I want to collect this from somebody who no longer wants or needs it. Okay? Only with that intention, you will be allowed to benefit from it. You'll probably be allowed to collect it anyways, but to benefit from it. Okay. But now when you pick up this seed, and if you have this intention to pick somebody else's seed, make sure you have some type of ritual, some type of protection, some type of light around you that you distribute around this seed, that you don't pick up all the other seeds that this person had planted in there, because their seed is associated with their signature, their energetic signature of their consciousness. And their consciousness, I'm sure, was both good and bad. And so this is sort of a thing about destiny transfer that's maybe a more esoterical discussion that people run into. Okay, people sometimes run into a totally different lifeline, like their life changes completely and they start, maybe something happened to them. Okay, maybe it could be something good, but then they find that everything in their life kind of goes by the wayside. Maybe they lose their job, maybe their partner leaves them, maybe they're in the process of this transition that they didn't initiate. And if you find yourself in the process of a transition you didn't initiate, and you can associate that with focusing on another consciousness, whether you wanted to entrap them, when you want to take something from them, please understand that part of their destiny may have transferred into you. And when I say destiny, I mean the storyline that they were currently on. Because I don't believe the idea of destiny as in, the idea that we were subject to a certain storyline that we can't change. We have access to all of them. But the storyline they were currently on, part of that may transfer to you. I don't know. This is something you have to think about. Okay, you have to think about it. I prefer, guys, please don't call me. I don't take calls during my lives. Please contemplate on this idea. You don't actually need somebody else's seeds. Yes, it's true. It might expedite certain manifestation, but I don't know if it's worth the aftermath that it could come with. I want to plant my own seeds. I know there's a fertile field out there waiting for my specific instructions to be planted. And from this field, which I'm visualizing right now as I'm speaking, I can see the growing of those circumstances and events that I want to bring to pass. I don't want anybody else's. Okay? That's what I want to communicate in regards to planting seeds and collecting fruit from somebody else. Let's see what I missed. Yeah, the questionnaire is ready if you want to download it. But somebody just told me there's no link in my bio. I don't know what the heck is going on. I have to go check. How to remove others. Can you tell me if you did a video on how to remove others' energy from us? Not cord cutting, but removing. I've done videos like this. I don't go in depth in regards to those kind of practices because it's just not my content. I've worked with an energy healer myself years ago and I felt the shift, okay? But it has to be with somebody, in my opinion, in person who actually has an effect that you can feel physically at the end of the session. Now, please understand that the best way to cleanse energy from other people is to go in nature and do certain nature rituals. This includes bathing in rivers, in oceans, in bathing with the intention of removing from yourself. The water is sacred on this earth, okay? Going into bodies of water, doing the rituals with waters and salt, doing like there's 1,000 things you could do, but they involve water, they involve sunlight, they involve positive intention and meditation. And it's not one thing that I can give you for 10 minutes that you do and all the energies of others will fall off of you. Now, in addition to that, if you've decided to do this, do not collect new energy of other people around you. So for the period of time you're cleansing yourself of others' energy, what you have to do is not let anyone else touch you. You understand? Do not collect, especially through the sexual act, especially women, okay? The energy exchange that happens is very impactful to your energy system. So there's no point to go through all these rituals and to do all these things. And then, you know, if you have an active, let's say, dating life and, you know, you're going to exchange sexual energy with 3 or 4 guys this year, you know, there's no point really to do this. Okay, I want to be very honest with you. It has nothing to do with social judgment to do whatever you want. But when you touch another person, there is a huge impact of the energy systems of him and whoever else he's touched in the past that could be lingering on and transferring to you. Be very aware. This is what I'm saying. And once you've purified yourself and you've removed, you feel lighter, you work, you invest in yourself, you work with this energy healers, what you need to do is when you meet somebody, you have to take the time to sense their energy. Sense their energy before even kissing them, before letting them do anything, okay? Because their energy, if they're not in a state of peace and harmony, if they're rattled, if they're angry, if they're depressed, for you to think you're not going to internalize any of that, okay? For you to think, let me help him because he's depressed, please go do some volunteer work and help a bunch of people. Do not help one man, one person get out of his depressive state. This is not your job. I'm not talking about your husband of 20 years. I'm talking about new people. Do not take on people who vibe lower than you. Is that clear? If you're really serious about this work and about changing your life. Let's see what you guys think about that. Actually, like I said, you do whatever you want, but this is the truth. Do you believe in blocks, possibly from past lives in general? I've been affirming I have limits. To think of a past life in general, you know, past lives could be there or could not be there. I don't think I need to make up my mind on whether they're there or not. The point is we don't remember them, and there's a reason we don't remember them if they're real. We don't remember them because we can't even handle the memories of this life. Okay? If you could remember the memories of the past life, your psychological system would just collapse. Would collapse with the pain of the past life that you've had. In your past life, you've probably been unalived. Your children probably passed away. You had horrible diseases. There was wars all around you. There's nothing good in the past, okay? Especially the way the world used to be. This is the best time to be alive, and it's not an ideal life, as you can see, but it's still the best time to be alive. Anybody who looks into past lives is putting themselves at risk as taking on extreme negative energy. If you manage to remember anything, it's not going to benefit you. So, if the way this game is created, We have past life. There's a reason why it's programmed in us not to remember them. Okay? And you want to be focused on this life, on this current moment. Okay? What error in my thinking is preventing me to go to the next step is a much more pertinent question than what have I done in a past life that I can't remember, that it's going to take me 20 years to see past life regression to maybe remember to change something about my future. Which one would you rather have? Guarantee you, if you have one memory from your past life, it's going to give you nightmares. We better don't do pickups, yeah. I don't want to risk taking on anyone else's energy. I want my own seed. I agree. I feel the same way. You have to cleanse often. Yeah, just the way you take a bath every night or a shower every day. If you don't, you should. You have to energetically cleanse yourself every day. You just be like, who have I run into that rattled me? Who have I been angry at? Who can I forgive today? What could I have done better today? Where could I have reacted less or more? In what circumstance? Are you going to do the same shower ritual today? Yeah, you can. You can. We have a shower ritual with the new moon. But I just don't want to give you guys 20 rituals to do because we also have the eclipse and stuff. But if you want to, you definitely can. Let's see. I love how real you are about dating. It's so true. Yeah, the reason I go into dating and everything is because what we do in 3D matters. It matters to our energetic system. It matters to our manifestations. It matters to the instructions we give to our subconscious. There's no point for you to say, I am loved, I am loved, I am loved. Everybody wants me and desires me. But then, a guy ghosts you for 2 days and then he says, what are you doing? What's up? You want to hang out tonight? And you jump and you send him a paragraph or you go to see him, right? Because you just negated via your action. You just negated everything that you've affirmed about, that you wanted and desired, because clearly, you're telling the universe you would accept so much less. So it's extremely important, our reaction to 3D circumstances and events. A person gravitated to me while in low vibration. Do not take them on. Protect your energies and bodies, ladies. Absolutely. It makes sense. I get this literally from my husband. We have different beliefs through past trauma. It's a tough one. If he's your husband already. Very interesting. Let's see. This is why I love your content. You focus on the practicality of focusing in this life. Thank you, Annie. Yeah, if what you do in 3D matters, that's the bottom line, what it comes down to. And everybody who tells you it's just about your self-image, yeah, but sustaining your self-image has to do with what you do in 3D day to day. It's easy to say, yeah, just change your self-image to a princess. And you do that for 5 minutes in your head, I'm a princess. But then you go out in the world and you act like you're anything but that. And so what's the point? Will hypnosis help with money manifestation? Interestingly enough, I just started hypnosis myself for the first time. I had 2 sessions. It's not about money or anything like that or anything specific. It's more for some fears I'm trying to eliminate. Like these are deep-rooted safety fears and things like that, and fear of being seen. And I just want to eliminate that once and for all. And I know I need more help than what I was able to do so far. So I have bought 5 of them. I really like my therapist, my hypnotherapist. It's not like you're in a state of trance where you don't remember anything. It's not like that. And I will give you guys an update when I finish my 5 sessions as to how I feel. Again, it has to be done with a therapist that you feel completely trusting in, right? Because he's going to be there, or she's going to be there planting things in your mind. And you have to really, your subconscious will not allow for this person to come in if your conscious mind is even a little bit iffy about them. You understand? So you'll waste your money going into it if you're like, oh, let's just see something. I don't think I can be hypnotized. And this person doesn't know more than me. And, when you go in there, your subconscious mind is closed and you're wasting your money. So I think anything you can plant in your subconscious mind will help with whatever manifestation you want. but you have to analyze what's in your subconscious mind, what are the gates of your subconscious mind, and how much trust can you put in this person. You have to see them as having more knowledge than you, having more ability than you. You have to really see them as an authority figure. You understand? Let's see. So we talked about this. Hypnosis means giving power to someone else. Why would you want to do that? That's exactly what I just talked about. So I hope I covered that. You would only want to do that if you really tried everything on your own and it just doesn't work. Like you might have an ultimate fear you can't conquer yourself, like mine with safety. If time is happening all at once, change your life for better now, and it will impact all your lives. Yeah. Focus on this life. It can't hurt focusing on this life, guys. Don't focus on past lives, future lives, things like this. We have you haven't unpacked your brain from this life. And now you want to go into the details of 1,000 other things. All right, we have time to talk about what I want to talk about. I did a video right before I came on the live, so I don't think anybody who's on the live had a chance to watch it. So I want to talk about it, unpack it a little bit. And it was about money manifestation. And in your money manifestation, please understand, I put there 3 concepts that you need to contemplate on. 1 was need, 2 was image, and 3 was source. And the needs, okay, this is the majority of the population. Majority of the population needs money. Okay, I need money. I need. So when you need money, okay, what would you do if someone was always in need of you? Always, okay? Just doesn't give anything back, always needs you. It's money. You're not attracting money energy when you need it. And in fact, when you're in this energy of need, even when you manifest some money to just maybe pay off some debt or what have you, you still need money afterwards, right? Do you notice that? You get the money, you get how much you need, then tomorrow you'll need again. So you always need this money, So as long as you're in the energy of need, guys, I know it's very difficult to come out of it. It's so simple, but it's very difficult. That's why I told you, if you want to watch my content, this is going to be work. But if you always need, you're always going to need. Whatever energy system you're perpetuating grows in power. Okay, if you're watching the eclipse today, try not to need money. Try not to ask for money, okay? You don't need any money. You just need to be in a big house or whatever else you're envisioning doing with money, to have the time and freedom to travel, see yourself on top of all the mountains you want to be on, see yourself with whatever you would be doing with money, driving your new car, everything you'd be doing with money, but do not need money, okay? Do not need when you look at it. So that was the number 1 thing. Number 2 thing, I talked about image. And the image is not like, oh, put your self-image of being rich and you're going to be rich. It doesn't work that way, okay? The image that you have the concept on the image you have to think about is this. Would I be significantly different than I am today when I have money? Right? So, am I waiting to have this money in order to start speaking my mind, to be confident, to be assertive, to be desired? Am I waiting? Are all these things going to happen once I have the money? Be honest with yourself. A lot of people think that. They're low now. They're low, okay? They don't have the right self-image, but they keep scratching that lottery ticket because they know when I get $2 million, when I get $50 million, oh man, all the people I'm going to tell off and all the people that they're going to see me as at the top of the pyramid and the top of the game. And, so their image of themselves with money is significantly different than the image that they have of themselves today. And so that money will never come because that money happens to this person, not this person. Do you understand? If you want to have money, look at all the people who have money and write out a list of traits that they have: confidence, tenacity, perseverance, ambition, ability to speak a certain way, ability to whatever you think they do, ability to run a team, ability to manipulate other people, ability to whatever it is they do. and see if those qualities match with you. If they're significantly out of match with you, it's not coming. It's not coming to the level that they're having, because those are things that happen to people who already have these traits. It's a very, very important concept for you to understand if you're trying to manifest a large sum of money. You know that song? Is it by Kanye? Wait till I get my money, huh? Then they can't tell me nothing, huh? Right? Ironically, he was himself with or without money. He was himself throughout, right? So do not subscribe to this. Wait till I get my money, because then they can't tell me nothing. Just be who you want to be now. Do not wait for money to be that person, because it's not coming. It's just not. Okay, and the third concept I discussed there was the source of money. Okay, where does money come from? Who controls it? If you think the elites control the money supply and the supply is limited, the population is growing and the elites make more and more money, and therefore there's less and less money for a growing population under them, then not too much money, right? It's a pie, and you're getting a smaller and smaller slice of pie as others are successful. This will also put you in a position where you look at other successful people. If people like you already collected 1 million each, there's so much less left for you, right? This happens a lot to a lot of, let's say, people who have online businesses or work online or work as a creator, and they're thinking, oh, if other people in my field, then that there's less for me. So the source of money, it's not the banking system, it's not the mint, it's not the elites, it's not none of that, okay? The whole money in abundance. Sorry, I went low battery. I'm back. The whole source of money is from the creator, right? It's from the universe. It's from that. This is where the money energy comes from. So that's where the energy of money comes from, and in 3D gets translated by us into money. So my money comes from source. Through which vehicle my money comes from, it's not up to me. I don't care to know. I don't want to know. I will do whatever I want to do day by day. I will definitely intend to contribute to others, and I will take every inspired action that comes to me to take. And this is how I trust that money will always come to me if I do these things. But the vehicle through which it will come is not up to me. Is the vehicle a lottery win? Is the vehicle a business? Is the vehicle somebody in our group manifested $60,000 unexpectedly from the stock market because they've done something correctly over the last week? Is it? Who knows? Right? It could have been negative 60,000, but it was positive 60,000, right? Because you never know, these are risks. So you're just open to all avenues via which money could come from, but it only comes from one source. Do not mistake the vehicle with the source. The vehicle can be anything, and hopefully the vehicle is something that you like to do for money. But it's still not coming from there. It's not coming from your business. It's not coming from your husband, your parents, or your boss, or anything like that. Please put this very, very specifically in your mind. Please do the questionnaire in my bio. I'm going to check the link. I don't know why it's not there. If you say it's not there. Watch the last few videos I posted in the last week. I think I posted like 3 of them. And hopefully you'll join the Facebook group and the challenge that we have, and have your own success story. Well, till I get my money right. Yeah. I just have a few minutes to take up some questions. Logan says, Mona, how can I run a business as a boss and be in my feminine at the same time? You don't need to be in your feminine when you're running your business as a boss. So the whole idea of running a business, right? Of running a business, managing other people, earning a money via a business, the way the business is set up in 3D, it's all in masculine energy. You cannot bypass this and run it into a feminine energy from a feminine perspective, because it's not the way it's been set up, right? And so you're going to have to do more of a balancing act of being in awareness of when you're in your masculine and when you're in your feminine energy. Do not try to run your business from the feminine energy. It's probably not going to be extremely successful. Feminine energy is all receive mode. It's all peace, harmony, letting things happen as they happen, taking inspired action. It's more about others, but you sitting back a lot after you planted those seeds. You cannot do that in an actual business in 3D. I told people off after I lost my job. I went through it. I'm this person. Let's see. I just purchased the questionnaire. I'm restarting the 60-day challenge. Take 7 days to complete the questionnaire. Take at least a few days. Don't rush through the answers. Do it as per the instructions, okay? It's like, it's 100 questions and they're in-depth questions. Some questions are like 3-4 questions back together. Let's see. I appreciate you. I only listen to select couple coaches because of the vibe. Thank you so much. I hope I can contribute and add value. That's what I'm here for. How can I be aware and switch from masculine to feminine? You have to differentiate that in your business. You have to know. So you have to, first of all, understand when you are in masculine and when you are in feminine. Think in your mind all the times that you're in masculine, or a few times in the last 4 days, 5 days a week, when you've been in your masculine and when you are in your energy. By the way, guys, we all have masculine and feminine energy. It's just which one you exercise and tune into should be, for men of masculine gender, should be 90% male and 10% female, and for the feminine, the opposite. So the problem is the way the world is set up. We cannot be in our feminine for working women 90% of the time, okay, and 10% in the masculine. We can't. We have to be more, because if you're running a business, if you're working corporate, you cannot be in your feminine receive energy. So, and I'm sure men have a similar problem. Maybe sometimes they need to be in feminine. I don't know. Let's not talk about them. But your awareness of when you're in masculine has to be like, I need to be in masculine because this masculine energy is required to do what I need to do between A and B. So between 9 and 5, as I manage people, as I assign tasks, as I am a leader here, as I delegate, as I am in aggressive pursuing client mode, as I'm in sales mode, as I'm in all these modes that are masculine, I am here for I'm choosing to be in my masculine because this is what's required to achieve my goal of X. Now, when I'm done doing this, I am going to be in my feminine. This is the mind, okay? This is why. Go home, meditate, go to the store, get yourself some flowers, have a life where the moment you're done with your masculine, you can tune into your feminine. You can tune into this. For every woman is different things, okay? For some women, it's the fact that they enjoy, like me, I enjoy cooking a meal and being in the kitchen by myself. I don't want any help. I just like that relaxation of just like putting some jazz on and just preparing this meal and not thinking about business, not thinking about the stock market, not thinking whatever but you have to be purposeful about it, Logan. You have to be purposeful. Like, I love this experience of being a woman right now, okay? I love putting cream on my body, okay? And just seeing my body from a feminine perspective. And so this could be physical as well. I love brushing my hair. I love all these rituals that I have about my beauty. It's not, I don't do them with fear. Oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm gonna get wrinkles. It's not like that. I enjoy this. I enjoy like feeling my hair. I enjoy all of these things, right? So it's so many little things that put you into that feminine vibe for yourself. Do not wait for your husband to put you in feminine. Do not wait for your children to put you in feminine. Whatever it is you need to do. And then you have to remove this guilt, Logan, from taking time for yourself. This is the biggest fault with us women in today's world. We actually feel guilty about saying no to doing this, to taking the kids, to being a taxi driver for our kids, to do X and Y and Z for other people. You need to have designated time for you. No, I can't, I can't take you to this extra thing. My kid has one set of activity because I can't do more activities because I don't want to be a taxi driver. I need my time to, read a book and take a bath, and I can't do everything, right? You can't just live for your kids. Can't do that. Let's see. You know what I want? I want a man on this live to ask me how he can be in his masculine and, you know, attract women who are in their feminine, because they're not getting the right advice from the red pill men out there. Does this live only apply to women? You tell me. I've been working and teaching my kids to be self-sufficient. You have to. You have to. I've never seen a man ask that. Guys, I used to have a relationship account. I don't have it anymore. It was in 2022. Somehow my audience got to be like 90% male. I don't know why. But then I started to give them advice to protect, provide, and prioritize for women. And, you know, I found that there wasn't a lot of resistance to that, to tell you the truth. Right? Like the men complained, I just can't find the right woman to do that for. I'd like to do that. Is any woman worth doing that? So I don't know really what's in their minds right now. But yeah, I think we all know our roles in society, you know, like they do know they have to protect, provide, and prioritize the woman, for the woman to give them the feeling and the loyalty and whatever they're looking for. But I just don't know why the majority of them don't do it. You know? That's a totally different discussion. We can have it one time, maybe on the private live on Facebook, if you guys want, with the ladies. But that's sort of why, you know, the advice from the red pill community is like, oh, ignore women and only message them every other day. And the stupidest, most immature things that, you know, if that happened to me, I would just like put that person on block, you know, make her work for your affection. What woman with a high self-worth, you know, what woman who manages in this world would be like, yes, let me work for his affection. And then, you know, the same men would hate on men who have good relationships, right? So if a man is nice to his woman and, you know, is providing, is treating her nicely, they call him a simp. You know, and they call them this derogatory things because they're hating on that man. They know that's what it takes to get a woman to be loyal and to love a man. And, you know, but what they do is they put that man down. It's like, how dare you, you know, treat this woman nicely in order to keep her. You know, like we also want to keep a woman, but we want to do it via other means. Unless we can, you know, put her down and be in complete control of her. We don't want that. So how dare you be nice? It's crazy to me. You know, it's just nuts. All right. Let's see. I protect, provide, but sabotage is the main thing I can't stop. I need help with that. I guess you're a man. You sabotage. Why do you sabotage? Tell this large group of women why you do it. Would rather eat glass. I become very cynical when things don't work out for me. I scoff like I knew it wouldn't work. Help? Yeah, that's why it doesn't work. Right? So you already identify this very destructive pattern in your life. You expect it not to work. Guys, do not expect things you don't want, and do not want things you don't expect. These are, I told you, this is on my vision board. These are two very, very important concepts. They're very different. Do not expect things you don't want. Okay, makes sense, right? Do not expect all these calamities, things not working out. Okay, do not expect something you don't want. But also do not want something that you don't expect. So if you want something, but in your mind is like, I'm never gonna get it, I don't actually expect it, that want will amplify into more wants and more not getting in other elements of your life. Deep concept. Okay, we're good. We're good on this live, guys. My lives are always Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I generally try to do a second live Thursdays, but I'm not always able to. Okay, we're coming up on the end. Again, please do the questionnaire if you can. It will help you a lot. It's in my bio. If you can't see my bio for some reason here, my bio is on YouTube as well. under the same handle. That's where I post all these lives if you ever miss the lives. You know, I wish you clear mind for the eclipse. Again, the eclipse is a powerful amplifiers of our energy. Do not watch the eclipse if you're not in a good state of mind, because it will just amplify that. If you're in a good state of mind, project everything positive. If you're in my group, do the new moon meditation, and do the new moon meditation and tonight, and cleanse yourself and set up, reset your intention. Let's put our hands together for the 369. I am a winner. Do this with me, or this is the end of our live. You can drop the live. One breath in if you're doing it with me. I am a winner. 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 I am a winner.